In the last episode, I spoke to you about the importance of sleep. And I think in a funny way, getting really like, you've got to do this, you've got to sleep, can almost add to the panic if you're someone who is struggling with sleep right now. You know, it might be that getting to bed is something that you find really difficult, but the worst one I'm finding at the moment, I think it's my age and my perimenopause kicking in, but it's that waking up at 2, 3 in the morning. You wake up and you think, oh my goodness, I'm awake. I'm going to ruin the rest of tomorrow. What's wrong with me? Why can't I just sleep? Oh my goodness, it's all broken sleep. Ugh. And you really worry about it. But I've been doing some reading around it and discovered that actually there's some things to really consider that will help you to reframe that. Fundamentally, I'm pretty sure that you know someone or you have had a complicated relationship with sleep at some point in your life. And then the anxiety sort of piles in when you think, oh, I'm supposed to be getting my 8 hours every single night and it's got to be straight sleep. Well, the truth is that 8 hours is actually a bit of a myth for most people. You might be the sort of person that thrives on 6.5 hours. You might be someone who needs 9. I think the key is to really give yourself the opportunity to work out what it is that you need. And then there are little things that you have to remember that you can hack in. So it might be that you're an I need 7 hours a night person, fine. But all through the week, you've managed to bank sort of 8, 9 hours because at the weekend, you know you're going to be out late and you want to have some fun with your friends and stay awake and only survive on 5 hours. So that's the latest research is showing that banking sleep is actually something that you can do. Catching up on sleep is not as simple as that. But it's really about starting to understand you and tracking your sleep from the point of view of this is when I feel good. So finding that out and experimenting with that is good. The second thing is that waking in the night apparently is historically normal. So before artificial light, humans would have slept in 2 separate chunks with a sort of quiet wakeful period in between. So if you do wake at 3 a.m. in the morning, you're not failing at sleep. You might just be a bit of a human. But the thing is, I think when we wake up at 3 in the morning, we think, oh no, I've got to get back to sleep. I'm doing really badly. And actually, it's okay to say, I'm just going to rest now. And my other reframe on waking in the middle of the night is from Jamie Lee Curtis. So I saw her doing a film interview, I think when it was Freaky Friday was coming out. And she said, you know what? At 3 in the morning, women are solving everything. They're changing the world. They're running the world. And it's true, right? Because a lot of women are awake feeding babies and a lot of women are awake because of perimenopause. But I'd also add business owners and those executives they're all awake at 3 in the morning as well, worrying about the business. So there's obviously lots going on at 3 in the morning where you wake up and you're trying to solve everything for the next day. It's not a bad thing. The main thing in that situation is just remember to rest. Rest is as important as sleep. And then you know what? You might have a different chronotype to everybody else. Your chronotype is your natural biological rhythm. You know how people say you're either a lark or a night owl. Some people, I work with them, some people are messaging me at like midnight, 1 in the morning, and then I don't hear from them before 10. Whereas I'm asleep by 9:30 kind of gal, and I'm up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and messaging those people back. So if you are actually a night owl and you're forcing yourself into early bird habits, you might be working against your body. So it's really worth working out what time you go to bed and how that works for you. It really is an individual experience. And what I find is that, well, my favourite thing that I ever learnt, having had insomnia when I was a young kid, is my dad used to say to me, you don't have to be asleep, you just have to rest. And often that settled my mind enough to help me to just fall back to sleep. You know, it's easy to think you're not good at sleep. It's easy to think you're bad at sleep because of the fact that we're not getting our full 8 hours. So today, be kind to yourself and remember, your sleep experience is your sleep experience. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Everyday Positivity for you. In the meantime, have a great day. And remember, you have 100% got this.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder the Capital One Bank guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also talk about how most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about. In a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC. Over 90 of the top 100 U.S. accounting firms trust Bill to simplify and secure bill pay. That's proven financial infrastructure built on over $1 trillion of secure payments. Visit Bill.com/proven for a special offer.
Fiscally responsible, financial genius, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds, because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.